Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/ultramaximusreviews. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another video update, and today we're going to take a look at a bunch of reveals from the Toy Fair in New York for 2020 that is going on right now this weekend. And man, there is a lot of stuff to talk about. This video, we're going to focus on the Transformers and figures Hasbro has slated to come out this year. Some of them I'm very excited for. Some of them I'm kind of like, meh. So let's go ahead and take a look at these reveals and see what we think. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get the big bot out of the way. Transformers Earthrise Titan Class Scorponok. And this thing looks good. I definitely like it. I'm going to have to buy this. Absolutely. Scorponok was always kind of one of my favorite toys as a kid. I never had him. A friend of mine had him, and he was so cool. I've got the Generations version that they put out not too terribly long. Well, I guess it's been a few years now, but love that one to death. This is going to be fantastic and will look great next to Fortress Maximus. Yeah, I'm digging this guy. Now, I will say, looking at this, the base looks a bit small, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't quite look as big as the Metroplex or Fortress Maximus. I guess I'll find out once I get the guy and set him up. But yeah, I mean, with the example bots like Wheeljack and Cliffjumper there, I don't know. He just doesn't look like he should be big enough. What do you guys think? Of course, we've got the Headmaster unit that goes in and controls the whole base. So, fun little play gimmick. Next, we have the render of the Headmaster unit. Again, pretty standard generic Headmaster, which, you know, it is what it is. And of course, we've got Zarek, the bigger Headmaster unit, which looks pretty cool too. Now, this is where the money's at. The Scorpion mode. Definitely digging this. I love the color scheme. Can't wait to see this in plastic. Looks good. Looks like the G1 Scorponok. And yeah, I am digging this. This is definitely going to be how it's displayed on my shelf. I don't know. What do you guys think? And then here we have Fast Track, which I think, is this the little car that runs around on Scorponok? I'm pretty sure that's the character, but can't really recall. If you know, leave a comment down below. Now, this is something I've been waiting over 35 years for. It's an Alicon, and I'm loving this. I hope the plastic comes out as well as the render does here. This is one, if you don't know, it's from the 86 movie. These are the guys that actually capture Hot Rod and Cup and take them to the Quintessons. And yeah, just an underrated figure, and so glad we finally get it in the main lines. Here's the Alicon in his Alicon mode, and yeah, it's okay looking. It looks enough like the old original. I think the bot looks a lot better than this does. He's got a little bit more updated look, and I'm okay with that. The face seems a little too squared off for some reason. Maybe it's the teeth. I don't know, but I'm still going to have to get this guy. And then we've got the Earthrise RC, and I gotta say, I like it. I like the figure. Some people are bitching about the parts forming with the top of the car that she's standing on. I guess that's supposed to be like a hoverboard or something. I don't know. Reminds me of Masters of the Universe from, what was it, 1987, where He-Man was flying around on those little hover car things. Overall, I like the bot. I think it looks really, really good, and I don't mind parts forming. It's been going on since Diaclones. Here's a look at RC's vehicle mode. Again, I'm definitely digging it. At first, I was kind of questioning the covered wheels on this, but looking at some of the 86 movie pictures, I guess this is accurate. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. I mean, it works. I like it. I like the Generations version, so this will be pretty cool. I'll have to get this for the little one as well, so she can have a pink Transformer. She'll like it from the Old People's Transformers movie, as she called it. But yeah, not too terribly bad. Now, this is a must have figure, and I guarantee this one's going to sell out. So, this will be one you'll have to get it when it comes out. There will be no question about it. The Earthrise Quintesson, and I liked the Cybertron Quintesson, or Cyberverse Quintesson, but oh god, this looks amazing. And he's in a little chair. He's got the little energy base. Looks amazing. The sculpt looks right. I mean, Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this. And I'm presuming the heads are going to spin around like the Cyberverse version. But, jeez. I mean, this thing's gorgeous. And it's going to be a hit selling toy, and for whatever reason, it transforms into a base for Micromasters. Comes with a little cage. That's kind of cool. I'm not really sure why there's a need for this, except for the fact that it's a Transformers line. I will review this when I get the figure, but I will never, ever showcase this on the shelf in this format. Yeah, I mean, this exists. So here's a pleasant surprise figure for me. It's Runamuck. I love Runamuck and Runabout, two of my favorite characters from the old G1 series. Loved the toys. Basically twins. One's black, one's white. And they were great on the show. We didn't get a lot of airtime with them because it was in the final season, but oh man, they had best come out with a Runabout to go with this guy. Looks gorgeous. Here we have the vehicle mode for Runamuck, and looks pretty good. Love the gold, love the white. Almost has a DeLorean kind of look, which works for me. Yeah, man, can't wait to get this guy. He is a must-have for me. And of course, we're getting Smokescreen again. This is the Earth mode Smokescreen, and I like it. I like Smokescreen. I like the character. It's very G1 esque. I'm not really sure why we're getting him again. Is he that popular? And I'm presuming since we're going to get him, we're going to get Blue Streak and Prowl as well. I'd like to see a Jazz figure involved in this. But yeah, I mean, it's basically a retool of the figure that we'd already gotten. It's looking like to me. I'll compare it when I get him because I'll go ahead and pick him up. But yeah, I'm guessing this is just a retool from the Cybertron mode to the Earth mode. We're also going to get a double dealer figure, which is interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the character. I think he's cool. He's not one I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have. I know he is a fan favorite for a lot of people, and it's interesting to get him. We haven't had a proper one in a while, so I'm okay with that. Here we got him in his vehicle mode with his massive missile and arsenal. And is it me, or does that piece at the back there kind of look like a wind-up handle? Like you're gonna wind it up and he's gonna roll away like an old-timey toy? I don't know about that. Here's a look at the base mode, which or missile launching mode, I guess. Missile platform, definitely cool. So the wind-up handle, those are the stabilizing bars in the back. So that's pretty cool. I definitely dig that. This is pretty cool. Be neat to put some Cobra figures around this guy. And then we've got this big fat hawk mode that's carrying a missile on his back as the other alternate mode. And okay, sure. This is just silly to me, but it's kind of cool. He's got three different modes, so yeah, why not? Looks like we're also getting a Snapdragon figure, but unfortunately no Target Masters. That's kind of irritating. I don't know why they don't do that. Or put the Target Masters in the Micromaster sets. Sell them in pairs or something, so that you can get them for like Crosshairs and Snapdragon here and all these guys. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, he's okay. This is not one I'm super excited about. I don't know if I'll pick him up. I guess I'll know more once I see it in hand and see how cool it is. All right, and the last Earthrise figure I want to take a look at is something I must have. It's Skylynx, and I'm going to guess he's going to be in the Omega class series like Jetfire or Skyfire was, because he's supposed to be in scale with the Predaking figure, which is a Titan class figure, and of course he's nowhere near the size at Predaking, but I think the Omega class is kind of the replacement for the leader class, because leader class really is now Voyagers with great big accessories. So I'm guessing the look of this guy, he's going to be bigger than that, but not quite Titan size. Here is the Lynx mode, looking all types of cool. I am definitely digging this. Looks good. Looks great. Very articulated. It looks like, I'm just hoping the mouth opens and closes. Yeah, I can't really say anything bad about this mode. I think this looks slick. And here we have the bird or dinosaur mode of Skylynx, and wings look really good. He looks very dinosaur-esque. I'm wondering how well that's going to stand, though. Those feet look pretty tiny, which they were in the cartoon, but the fact that he separates between the bird and the lynx mode versus the one that we got in the four, you know, that's fantastic. I am digging this. All right, and because it's in the quote unquote Micromasters line, you got to have a base mode, which this one actually looks pretty decent. Looks like a shuttle about to launch up. So that's pretty cool. Basically, the Lynx turns into the base, it looks like, and we got the shuttle there. So I'm okay with this. And then, of course, you've got his shuttle mode, and this looks really, really good. Very, very much back to the G1 character. I hope there's a little door flap that comes down on the Lynx side there. It'll just kind of show off a door like the old cartoon did. That would be kind of fun. Obviously, you couldn't put anything in it, but it would still be kind of fun. Definitely cool. Just reminds me a lot of the old G1 toy and cartoon, and this just makes me happy. We're also getting a new Generation Selects box set here, and it's the Spy Patrol set, which basically are the mini cassettes. Looks like the Frenzy Rumble and Rat Bats that are repainted into different colors. I'm guessing these are an homage to some old mail away stuff. I'm not really sure. I have yet to see Ratbat and Frenzy on the shelf, which I'm still waiting for that. I don't know if I'm going to get these guys. If I can't find the others, I may pick them up just to have the molds. But yeah, I mean, they're okay. The last one of these sets I found was actually at FYE, so if I can find it there at a decent price, I may pick it up. So on to Transformers Cyberverse. Now there were a bunch of figures that were revealed that I'm not going to go over all of them, but I will go over the ones I thought were the most interesting. This one, definitely weird. At first I thought maybe it was an Outback figure, but it's Wild Wheel. I don't know who this character is. I do not remember it from the comics. I don't remember it from any shows. I'm guessing this is either something that was in an IDW book or it's a new character on the Cyberverse show. If you know, educate me. Leave a comment down below. It looks interesting. I will give it that. He turns into a little brown car. Very Clint Eastwood in the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly esque is what it reminds me of. I may pick it up just because it is interestingly different. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, so looking at the next Cyberverse figure I thought was interesting is Meteor Fire. I like the look at this guy. He looks like an Autobot version of Thunderwing. And I wouldn't mind this guy getting retooled into a Thunderwing. I think that would be pretty cool. Again, don't know this character. I'm guessing it's either a Cyberverse specific character or maybe it's pulled out of one of the IDW comics or maybe out of Machine Wars or something. Again, I don't know anything about this character, but I like the look of it. If you do, again, educate me, leave a comment down below. And of course, we're getting a new Bumblebee out of the line. And I mean, this looks okay. I like the little kind of panel he's got going on his arm there, kind of computer panel. I think that looks pretty cool. But not really so much for the robot mode. It's actually this vehicle mode that I'm interested in. It's a very Cybertronian type of Camaro look, and this thing looks really slick to me. I like it. I think it looks pretty fun, and this will be the reason I end up getting this figure. And yet another Starscream figure in the Cyberverse line, which is alright. I kind of like the look, although the wings look like butterfly wings to me. The rest of the figure looks pretty decent, so I'm interested in this guy for sure. I don't know about the orange guns, though. The alternate mode. This looks interesting. This kind of looks like one of the Jedi starfighters off of the prequels Star Wars movies. It's a different alt mode. I'll give it that. It's interesting, and you know what? I'll take a look at it. And we're getting another Hot Rod figure out of the line. And I gotta say, I think this is the Hot Rod they should have done the first time. It looks like an upgraded Fusion Flame Hot Rod. And it looks like we're getting another Build-A-Figure out of it, interestingly enough. So that's kind of cool. I like how the flames come out of the pipes. And they're on the vehicle mode there. I'm guessing those are going to be detachable. Overall, looks pretty good. I like it. I don't know about the red spoiler on the car. I think that should have been yellow, but overall, definitely fun. I wish that we would get a Cheetor figure out of this line in the scale, but definitely interested in the Hot Rod. Now, this is probably the Cyberverse figure that interests me the most. Thunder Howl. Again, don't know this character. I'm presuming he is a Cyberverse specific character, has to be connected to Cheetor somehow. I don't know. I don't watch the show that often. If you know, educate me, leave a comment below. But he looks pretty tough, looks pretty big, very knight looking, very powerful, and old school. And I'm digging it. Here we've got Thunder Howl in his beast mode, and I'm digging it. Looks pretty cool. Apparently he spits energy, so that's interesting. I could totally see this getting repainted as some form of Leo Convoy. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, this definitely piques my interest. I'm going to guess he's probably about the size of Grimlock. We'll see when we get him in hand. But yeah, definitely an interesting piece. Okay, so the last line I want to look at is the Netflix War for Cybertron line. This is going to be a Walmart exclusive set, which I'm okay with. It's basically reissuing the Siege figures. And I've got mixed feelings about this. They've got the new Netflix show, which I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks a bit too low budget for me. It looks like the Machination with a little bit more dollars, but not enough to make it look like Transformers Prime. Yeah, it just, I don't know. But the positive thing is, and it was kind of funny because I was like, well, why are you putting out a show that you can't even buy the toys for? You're a line behind. Well, this is why. So they're reissuing those Siege figures with new paint jobs and calling it the Netflix series line, which I'm okay with. If you missed these figures, I guess you're going to be able to go back and get them. Megatron looks okay. I like the fact that he comes with, at least they're giving them the weaponizers, the Battle Masters, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, why not? So an Earthrise figure I forgot to throw in, while we're talking about Megatron, we'll talk about this. This is the Earthrise Megatron, which is what to me looks like a retool of the Siege Megatron. We just saw the Siege in the Netflix line, which I do like the damage on the Netflix version. And then, of course, he's in his tank mode. This looks a little bit more Earth-like. The cannon's off to the side. It looks a lot more stable in tank mode to me. But again, it basically looks like a retool of the Siege figure. Now, this is one of the Netflix figures I'm definitely going to have to get. It's Hotlink, and I'm not sure why they're calling him Hotlink. This is obviously Skywarp with a variation of the paint. Now, the only way you got the Siege Skywarp was, I believe, he was an Amazon exclusive, and that figure is going for stupid money right now. It's anywhere from 50 to $100 and very hard to get. So I definitely need to get this guy to round out my Seekers. And the paint job looks pretty decent. It's very spray painted looking, which is kind of cool. I definitely dig that. He's got two little twin Battle Masters that I guess go onto his vehicle mode. But yeah, the I gotta say I do like this jet mode. I think this looks pretty good. And again, that kind of sprayed look looks kind of nice. It's different. Again, why Hotlink? I don't know. If you do, leave a comment down below. Here's another one I find very interesting. It's Mirage. These images, by the way, are from tformers.com. Go visit them. It's a great website and a great Facebook page. But it's Evil Mirage, and he's all black and purple and silver. And I gotta say, I like it. Mirage, in the G1 cartoons, some of the characters were like, is he a spy? Is he evil? And we get an evil version, which is kind of nice. So I'll probably pick this one up because it's different. They're also going to reissue Hound, apparently. And I really don't see much of a difference in the paint scheme. I know there are paint differences, but not enough for me to pick him up. Now, if they would have redone him as Swindle, I think that would have been a lot cooler. Definitely much more fun, and you would have been able to tell a huge difference in the paint scheme. But yeah, this is probably one I'm going to pass on. And then they're going to redo Chromia. I did not get this figure. I had seen her a few times, passed on her. I had seen a few of them where the waist had broken. I do have the Nightbird mold of this, and it's a very fragile feeling figure. I will say, though, I do like the paint scheme on this one. The damage, a little bit more like how there's a bullet hole in the window there. That's kind of cool. The paint on this, way more interesting. I may pick this one up just because of the paint scheme. They're also going to reissue Sideswipe, of course, and he's got a much more roughed up paint job, which looks cool. I will give it that, but not enough, I don't think, to get me to buy it again. Now, if they would have done this as the G2 Sideswipe, I might have picked it up, or if they made him Sunstreaker, I might have picked it up. I know the G2 was an exclusive. Again, I want to say it was with Amazon, but I like the paint scheme, but I don't know if it's enough to buy it a second time. And finally, the last Netflix re-release figure I want to take a look at is Scrapface. This is obviously Refractor or Reflector. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be an Autobot, what the color schemes are all about on this. Again, I mean, you could get three of them to form a camera. I don't know if I'd want to get this again. If I'm going to get the Refractor set again, it's going to be the G1 cartoon set that was the exclusive, and this looks like a pass for me. But if there are people out there missing the components to make a reflector, maybe you get this to fill in that void. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, so there it is, the look at the upcoming figures from Transformers for 2020. What do you guys think? What figures are you looking forward to? There's a lot of Earthrise stuff that I'm going to have to pick up. A few of those Cyberverse figures, and maybe one or two of the Netflix reissues. Yeah, definitely got to get the Hotlink for Skywarp. Definitely got to get Skylinks, RC. Definitely have to get Scorponok. I think he's going to be pretty awesome. I definitely want to get the Alicon and the Quintessons a must-have. Smokescreen, maybe that Wild Ride guy. I don't know. Definitely want to pick up the Cyberverse Thunder Howl. I think that looks really, really cool. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What are you looking forward to? What do you think looks like a waste of money? Leave a comment down below. Jump over to my Facebook page. Join the conversation there. Look for other Toy Fair reveals on this channel. I'm going to take a look at Marvel Legends as well as a mixed bag of nuts from things like Hasbro and Nika and Super 7. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.